Hey guys, Brian Stevens here with the National Real Estate Post. I want to let you know that Carl White wants you to know that it's the end of the year and it's time to start mapping out what you're going to do for next year. How are you going to succeed? How are you going to close more transactions and not work more hours? He's going to show you how to do this. It's fantastic. Top producers from all over the country who have worked with Carl White on this in the past. This should be your year not, my friends, to miss it. All you have to do is click this banner right up in there. Okay, so bad news, mortgage defaults are starting to rise once again. Good news, they're rising from levels that don't even exist. You do realize this, don't you? What we have had in place over the past 2 years is a moratorium on foreclosures. In short, it didn't matter how you behaved with your monthly mortgage payment. For the past 2 years, no foreclosures whatsoever. See, that's complicated because not everybody is responsible with their housing expense. Here's a quote. "We would say the bottom has been reached," said Wells Fargo CEO Charles Scharf at the Goldman Sachs U.S. Financial Services Conference. He added, very small amounts of delinquencies are increasing, describing the shift as nothing meaningful, but just slightly different than what we would have seen last quarter. Now, here's what's really interesting about this. Short of refinances, no lender in the country should have had to deal with any NOD buybacks because we shouldn't have had any foreclosures. Isn't that interesting to think about? Now, you can't make this stuff up because at the same time that we're seeing foreclosures for the first time rising, commercial and multifamily mortgage delinquencies declined for the third quarter of 2021, and this is according to the Mortgage Bankers Association, their latest commercial multifamily delinquency report. Bet you didn't know they had that one, did you? So, residential foreclosures up, commercial down. Why is this? See, commercial mortgage delinquency rates for every major capital source has come down since the early months of this pandemic, and this is according to the Mortgage Bankers Association Vice President of Commercial Real Estate Research. He goes on to say, with low numbers and loans becoming newly delinquent, much of the declines are coming from the resolution of loans with later stage delinquencies. Despite successive waves of COVID-19, the economy has shown solid growth, and it's hard to imagine returning to the extraordinary shutdowns that we saw in 2020 that negatively impacted some sectors of commercial real estate. Now, get this. This is kind of crazy here. Renters were roughly 3 times more likely than homeowners to miss payments during September and October of 2021, according to updated research released Monday by the Mortgage Bankers Association Research Institute for Housing America. Housing-related financial distresses during the pandemic, the RIHA study found that the share of renters who missed, delayed, or made a reduced payment on their rent increased from 8.6 in July of 2021 to 9.6 in September 2021 and 10.9 in October of 2021. Fewer homeowners missed payments in September, 3.2%, compared with June and July, 4.6 and 3.8% respectively, but the share did rise in October. And it is precisely these renters that are putting a strain on the mom and pop investors that are going to create much of the needed inventory for the second and third quarter of 2022. Why? Because they're sick of their tenants not making their payments and it's just not worth the hassle. Now, as a real estate agent, understand this is the direction we're going right now. We are going to see investment properties coming back on the market because people are sick of this stuff. So why don't you go get yourself a list of non-owner occupied properties, find out who the homeowners are, and see if they want to list their house and get out from the hassle of not collecting your rent payments. It's a pretty good opportunity out there for you. With that said, I can't wait to see you guys again until tomorrow. Have a good day.